Get Noticed, Get Hired, and today I'm sharing more from my recently released book about the power creating a personal brand can have on your career. Finding a job is a lot like finding a date. Think about it. You go online and view profiles of potential suitors. The same works for your job search. You build out the right image online and you can check out a lot of different opportunities before you commit. Every now and then there's a guy or gal who embellishes their profile. Maybe their picture is from 5 years earlier or maybe 50 pounds ago. They're creating a brand that gets a desired response, at least until you show up and meet them in person. The same thing happens when companies search for their ideal candidate. Since job searching has moved to a digital platform, many hiring managers never see or meet a candidate until the hiring process. So it means they have to dig around through your social media, conduct Google searches, perhaps run a background check, and check out your blog. Since these are our private pages, most people don't regulate what they put on there because we assume just our friends are seeing the post. If you're still in college, maybe there's some frat party pictures you don't want a potential CEO to see. Or maybe there's a photo of you in a bikini on the beach with your friends tossing back cocktails or two while you're on vacation. Either, out of context, can create a judgment in someone's mind. The best way to avoid that is to do a personal brand audit. Let's walk through how a brand audit works. What is your brand? Have you ever Googled yourself? Do you even show up? Or worse, is there an incident involving your teenage years that makes the top spot? We call this a brand audit. Every tweet or share can impact the world's view of you. Your digital reputation is important. Remember, everything you see on the screen will be what a recruiter or HR manager will see too. According to a 2018 Career Builder survey, 70% of employers use social media to screen candidates during the hiring process. That number is continuing to grow. Almost 75% of today's HR managers or hiring personnel admit to screening candidates based on their social media profiles or Google results. More than half of hiring managers say they're looking to see if the candidate will be a good fit with the corporate culture. 45% are researching potential hires on social media to find out more about the candidate's qualifications. Almost as many, 44% of hiring managers, want to see if the candidate is creative. You need to complete a brand audit and make sure you know what's out there about you. If you need to clean it up, there are ways to improve what someone will find. Before you build out a profile guaranteed to impress, you need to understand what makes a potential employer shake their head and run the other way. Here's what employers say they least want to see on a candidate's social profile. 83% of employers say they are turned off by references about illegal drugs. 71% are turned off by posts of sexual nature. 65% turned off by use of profanity. 61% turned off by bad spelling or grammar. 51% turned off by references to gun, and 47% turned off by photos of consuming alcohol. Are you surprised to see poor grammar and spelling is more detrimental to your prospects than guns and alcohol? Make sure you spell everything correctly and use proper punctuation. Regarding drinking, there's a difference between someone making a toast with a glass of wine versus a photo of you passed out on the floor. Use some common sense. That's what employers want to see. With the rise of social media and multiple platforms, we each have multiple platforms that we're using to share our ideas, opinions, likes, dislikes, and everything in between with the world. More than one job hunter has lost an opportunity based on what social media revealed about them. This is the point you need to decide what's more important to you. If you're passionate about politics and don't care if getting on your soapbox ranting about a rival candidate sends up warning flags to a potential employer, then own it. I get the value and importance of being able to share your ideas and beliefs freely. I'm a huge First Amendment advocate. However, you can't control how someone else interprets what you share. You may want to make controversial comments or posts only available to friends and not public. I'd urge you to be cautious with this type of comment even after you're hired if you accept friend requests from coworkers and supervisors. If they have totally opposite beliefs, it could affect your chance for promotion later. Make sure there's no content on your page promoting illegal activity. That may seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised at what gets shared. Make sure nothing on your page could be deemed insensitive to different nationalities, races, or to those with differing religious beliefs. Never bash a former employer. If you do, your current employer might wonder what you would say about them after you were hired. The same applies to former coworkers. Remember the old adage, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Finally, don't post without proofreading it first. It doesn't matter if it's a social media account or not. Bad grammar and misspelled words create a bad impression. Not only will it lead people to question your communication skills, but it also reflects on how conscientious you are in your work. You never know who will be reading that post. Maybe you're thinking you can just make everything private. That's worse. If a hiring manager can't find you, in their mind there's something wrong. It's a way to verify who you are and who you say you are. Having no profile can be just as detrimental to your job search as a bad profile. If you want to know more about creating a personal brand that sets you up for career success, check out my website, chellyphillips.com, follow me on LinkedIn, or grab a copy of Get Noticed, Get Hired today.